So this is part 2. So now we are on the inside, and my tripod is shaking, so give it a minute to settle. But now we are on the inside, and so I'm going to give you an update on the seeds that were sown in the 6 seed cell trays. And so we're going to see how they have grown under grow lights, and then the plan is to transplant them out and see how they do. So these were started on 410. 26. And so we'll start with our varieties of sunflowers. And in this video, I'm going to just give a glimpse of the different brands, as well as what they're supposed to look like, as well as how well they've germinated and how they're growing thus far. So first will be our sunflowers. And so first we'll start with the Autumn Beauty. So my trays are numbered. So number 1 would be this one. So as you can see, we have 4 out of the 6 that have germinated. And this is the American Seed brand. And this is what the Autumn Beauty is supposed to look like. Number 2 would be the mixed colors. And so we have 5 out of the 6 that germinated with that one. And so that's what the mixed colors will look like. And then number 3 would be our Mammoth Russian. And as you can see, we have 5 out of the 6. And those are supposed to get really tall. So we'll see. But that's what that one is supposed to look like. So those are the American Seed brand. Now we are going to move to our Zinnias, and they are in trays numbers, or yes, 6 seed cell trays, numbers 5 through 9. And so starting with tray number 5, I believe this is number 5. Yes, it is. So here are our Zinnias. And so we have 3 of the 6 that germinated. And I have to be careful with those trays. And so that is the American Seed Purple Prince. And usually with my American Seed flowers, I get those from Dollar Tree. Number 6, I'm excited about number 6 because I've tried to grow this one in the past and I was not successful with it. So I'm hoping I can be successful with this one because my mom's favorite color is red. So number 6, this is our Fairy Moore Scarlet Flame, and it will look like this if we're successful with it. Number 7 is our Back to the Roots California Giants. And that is, it may be better if I not pick them up so I don't harm them. And that's this one. And so as you can see, we have 3 out of the 6. So Back to the Roots California Giants. And this is what this one will look like. Number 8, I am excited about this one. Number 8, and I can pick this up because it's on the corner. We only had 1 out of the 6 seed cell trays, but we have 2 little plants in there. So number 8 are the Fairy Moore's Giant Double Enchantress. And so I'm so excited about this one. And then number 9, let me find number 9. I had these in the correct order and I don't really know what happened, so let me be careful. Okay, so that's number 9. And so over here we had 2 of these 6 seed cell trays, and so we have 3 that germinated though. And so number 9 would be the Fairy Moore's Giant Mixed Colors. And so let me see, Fairy Moore's Giant Mixed Colors. Okay, so this is what that one will look like. Giant double mixed colors. So perfect. And so next will be number 11, which will be Cosmos. Now I'll be honest, I kind of have a love-hate relationship. Hate is such a strong word with growing Cosmos. Now I've had success with them, but when I've grown them like from seed, they get really lanky. And as you can see, these are my Cosmos back here. They are tall. Usually when they're leggy like this, you know, the recommendation has been, oh, it's the light source, it's too far away from the light. But just a reminder, these are up here only for me to give an update on them, but usually they are on my lower shelf. They are on my, they are usually on my lower shelf, and the light source is 2 to 3 inches away from the seedlings. So the Cosmos are the Sensation Mix. No, not that one. Oh, telling a tale. It's this one. The American Seed Cosmos Sensation Picote. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And so I'll try to be gentle because when it's mixed. But as you can see, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that germinated in the 6 seed cell trays, but more than 5 in the cells themselves, because some have like 2. So it may be time for me to go ahead and direct sow those, because I see a set of true leaves that are growing. So we'll just see. I don't want to jump and say something and I don't end up doing it. And then the final thing, or well, not necessarily final, but dahlias. So typically you grow dahlias from tubers, but you can also grow them from seed. And so we have the Fairy Morris brand, the rainbow mixed colors. And so this one right here is a dahlia. And so it looks like 2 of them germinated in 1 6 seed cell tray. And then 7 and 8. So the ones here at the back, they did not germinate at all for some reason. So number 8 was the Marigolds. So the Fairy Morris French Double Dwarf. And so that would look like this one. I love growing marigolds because of their assistance with pests, but that one did not germinate, so don't know what happened with that one. And then the other one was Nasturtiums Fairy Morris Empress of India. And so I was so excited because of this vibrant red color, but it did not germinate either. I've had some success with germinating nasturtiums, and so with nasturtiums, it is better to, and I'm not going to move that because I don't want to risk hitting my seedlings, but this one back here in the back, we had no germination. But it does say, and let me show you guys my notes. I have when to expect my seedlings to germinate here based upon the germination days that are provided on the back. And if I'm looking at my one for nasturtiums, it does say to give it until 425 because it can take up to 7 to 15 days. So I'm going to give it a little bit more time. Those were under my humidity domes. And so I'm going to put especially the nasturtiums back. But I feel like we're at the point with the marigolds. But I'll put them back under there just in case to see what happens. But that's the update of the seedlings that are growing on the inside. And so when I transplant them out, I'll provide another update and we'll continue to monitor them as they grow to see what happens. I provide details in prior videos on how I start my seedlings. And so far these seem happy. I want to wait until they have at least 2 sets of true leaves before I transplant them out. So I'll really have to make sure they're watered well and just make sure they look, as I would say, happy. And then you don't want to fertilize them too early either because that can burn them. So I'll just watch them closely, trying to determine what they may need. So that is the update on the seedlings that are growing on the inside. I'm so excited for our Seed to Bloom series. And as always, I will chat with you soon. Bye.